Well, good afternoon. Thanks for being here, everyone. I'd just like to introduce you to Wayland Group. We are a licensed producer in Canada. We started operations in 2013, 2 hours southwest of Toronto. Our main operation is still there. We have 261,000 square feet of production facilities at this moment, and we're expanding to 942,000 square feet of operations by the end of 2019. That will be able to produce 95,000 kilos of product. Our run rate for next year, starting in February, is 36,000 kilograms. We have all licenses in Canada, and we're one of 6 licensed producers who have a license for encapsulated oil. When you look at the differentiation between licensed producers, not everyone is the same. You have ones with cultivation licenses, then cultivation and sale of dry bud, then extraction, and then you have groups that have the ability to sell extracts, and then you have those of us who have progressed along who have the ability to sell encapsulated oil, and then there are only 5 of us in the country who have European Medicines Agency GMP certification. So of over 100 licensees in Canada, we're one of 5 who have met the test and differentiated by having that quality standard. So what I will talk to you about today, at Wayland we have built a sustainable business. We haven't gone after stock market hype. We haven't gone after press releases to move the needle. We've been responsible, built the business diligently, and as you'll see, we're actually present in markets. We've exported product to Germany. We've exported product to Switzerland. So we're actually doing these things. We're not just talking about them. I think that's an important differentiator for everyone to know. So as you've seen, we believe that the global demand, which was summed up quite well by Prohibition Partners this morning, is over $180 billion for cannabis for the medical market in 2024 once that's fully fleshed out. We have a cannabis business that people use to treat themselves. Right now, much of the market is in the black market, and as legalization comes, that's being brought up above the table into the white market for people to consume responsibly. In the Canadian recreational market, we believe is 8.7 billion Canadian dollars, and the medical market will shrink now because access to cannabis is available on your phone. Last week we had a very significant event in Canada. On October 17th, cannabis was legalized. I was able to, at 12:01 a.m., purchase cannabis on my phone and have it delivered to my home. So ease of access to product is now a reality. We have a global presence. As I mentioned, our Canadian facilities where we operate. And then we have a facility in Germany. Ebersbach is about 10 minutes outside of Dresden. And then our cultivation for hemp of 165 hectares is in the Leipzig area. And our processing facilities are in Dresden as well. And then we work in Switzerland, in Regensdorf, which is a suburb of Zurich. We have a 6,000 square meter indoor cannabis cultivation operation there as well, selling product into the Swiss market as a tobacco replacement. And then we're moving forward on operations in Italy and Malta, Italy for cultivation and processing, and then in Malta for finished dose manufacturing. We have secured very large supply agreements with the provinces in Canada. In Canada, as cannabis producers, we only really have 13 customers, the provinces. We've chosen to work with those that have the largest population bases so far, other than Quebec. We're working with Ontario, BC, Alberta, and Manitoba, and we've shipped product to all of those provinces, and all of our product is currently sold out. We're delivering more this week. All recreational cannabis in Canada is sold out at the moment. I think that's one thing that the market and the provinces highly underestimated, was the amount of demand for product that would actually be there. What we see as European growth markets, we saw cannabis legalized, as we've been discussing today, in January of 2017 in the Bundestag. And then Italy has now moved forward with medical cannabis with a government supply. We believe that will be opened up further. And then where we're looking to expand, we believe that the rest of Europe going west from Germany will open up. We were one of 10 participants out of 118 who were asked to submit a bid for the tender process the last time that B-Farm put that tender out. And we believe that our partnership will be successful again in the tender that's due on November 5th of this year. We have world-leading efficiency in our production. We work with Rockwell Automation. Rockwell is, apart from Siemens, they're the 2 main competitors for global industrial automation. We haven't taken a greenhouse system out of the Netherlands that's been customized and marked up by 400%. We've taken off-the-shelf automation technology that's available anywhere at any electrical wholesale supplier that can plug and play. So we've built a complete interface to control all of our operations. So what does all of that complexity actually mean? That means that for 261,000 square feet of our facility, we only need 26 employees. Our competitors need 300 to 400 employees for that same footprint to produce. So we spent the time, effort, and design build to build our facility up front in the right way with automation so we can reduce employee count. What does that mean to our operating efficiency? That means we reduce our spend by at least $8 million a year in labor costs over our competitors. We have different energy efficiencies in our operation. We have a natural gas cogeneration facility. The province of Ontario, where we're located, is very expensive for electricity. It's 17 to 24 cents per kilowatt hour. We are able to produce our electricity for 4.5 cents per kilowatt hour and then sell excess back to the grid to the province. At the same time, we capture the CO2 that comes off of the natural gas cogen facility, and we scrub that, and then we feed the CO2 to our plants as a fertilizer. So we use that and capture that in an environmentally sustainable way. We also have all of our own well water. We don't have to pull off of a municipal water supply. Our water is free, and we capture all of our rainwater. And then we recycle our used water through a biofilter and pond. We only create 10,000 liters of wastewater a year from an operation that requires over 1 million liters of water per day. So we've invested in return on investment. We've intelligently designed our facilities, and we're moving forward with extremely efficient production. And it's not just efficient, it's also high quality. It's a hybrid facility that has an 88 to net zero efficiency rating. So it's one of the most thermodynamically efficient structures that we could gain while still having a glass roof and being able to capture the natural sunlight to help and aid the plants. We also have technological differentiation. As all of us are cannabis producers, many high-quality companies here today. One of our differentiating factors is our patented VesiSorb technology. This is a nano-emulsion, and when you ingest cannabis, it's a lipophilic drug, or it's a lipophilic product. It's fat-soluble. That means it clumps together when it enters your stomach and goes through your intestine, and it's processed and metabolized in your liver. This solution helps to make a lipophilic drug hydrophilic, so it can then be absorbed in your stomach, in your intestinal lining. And so instead of having an edible or our capsules, which are in your bags today, our capsules absorb within 5 to 15 minutes into your bloodstream and have a 6 to 7 times greater bioavailability, so you're getting more of the product. Your liver isn't just destroying the cannabinoids, it's actually your stomach and intestine are entering the product into the bloodstream. This is patented. It's been in existence for 18 years and commercialized. It's used by Roche, by Bayer. It's in many products that you would have like Bepenthal in the market, and we own the global exclusive rights for cannabinoids. Why is this important? As we move into consumer products, you have to have a better way to ingest products and to absorb them. This means we're not developing the technology or developing the products. We already have this solution that can go into beverages. We already have the solution that can go into edibles. It's ready today in all market. It's not just a concept. We're not developing a beverage for the market. It's shelf stable for at least 3 years in a beverage format. It can be poured over ice. It can be refrigerated. This is truly a game-changing technology that's patented and produced in a closed-loop FDA-approved facility in Bar, Switzerland. So we take the emulsion, we add our active cannabinoids in whichever country we operate in, and then we have our products. So I'd encourage you to try our CBD capsules, which are in your bags, and see if you notice a difference. We sell it as a food supplement here in Germany under law, and we import the product. We've developed a portfolio of recreational brands that are consumer-driven, that appeal to different need states. And those 3 brands are on the market right now in the provinces. Unfortunately, all the products sold out, but we're restocking this week. The brands that we will be introducing to the market early next year, Rare Dankness is Amsterdam Cannabis Cup Award winner. They're the developers of Ghost Train Haze and some of the most exclusive genetics in the world. And then we'll be introducing Lost at Seed, which is a premium line brand for a cannabis connoisseur. We are here in Germany, as I mentioned. Our facility is 80,000 square meters, and we're currently operating within 10,000 square meters for hemp drying, processing, and then extraction. Those operations are in Dresden in a former Cargill factory that we purchased. We own the asset and are operating there now. We just completed our 165 hectare harvest and had great success with over double the amount of extractable material than we originally thought by developing proprietary harvesting equipment and drying equipment. We believe that there's a rapid room to grow within Germany and in the medical market specifically. We have signed the largest export agreement in Canada to export to Germany with Canna Medical for 9,000 kilograms over the next 3 years. And again, as we're one of only 5 EU GMP compliant producers, we have that ability to gain higher margin on truly certified product. In Switzerland, we're moving forward with CBD cigarettes as tobacco replacement with no tobacco, and these will be available in Q2 of 2019. We're currently wholesaling all of our product on our existing supply agreements, and then we'll be operating under our own brand. And there's normal distribution in Switzerland. These products are located and sold at Co-op, Lidl, Aldi, and there's a 22% tobacco tax on them. In Canada, these are our production facilities, and phase 1, as mentioned, is online now and is growing, and phase 2 has been built out. The foundations are in, and we're moving toward completion. The steel is on site, and we're growing. We have a pharmacy initiative in Canada with McKesson Canada Retail Banner Group, which is a subsidiary of the McKesson Group. They operate 2,200 plus pharmacies across the country, and we have a medical cannabis education initiative where pharmacists inform their patients of the medical benefits of cannabis. The program is called DIEM, and pharmacists work with their patients to help them if they have issues with opiates or other things to see cannabis as an alternative for other potentially addictive or harmful drugs. Our program for pharmacy training and pharmacist training is accredited in Canada for continuing education for pharmacists. Another way we've elevated and raised the bar, we've now translated that program into German, into Italian, and Spanish, and we'll be offering those programs in Germany here as well through different online training modules. So we have large-scale provincial agreements in place with Alberta, with Alberta, BC, Manitoba, and Ontario combined, we're over 10,000 kilos. So we're not just dreaming of selling product to groups, we have actually completed and done that, and we've successfully moved ahead with our business. Fully diluted share count, there's 139 million plus shares currently outstanding, and with warrants that are currently out of the money at this point. Our global team, everyone can read just as well as I can. You can access the program afterwards, so I won't go through each person by name, but notably our VP Sales and Marketing was the former head of marketing for Diageo Canada, which helps us in the rec market. Our VP of Global Infrastructure, Jeff Ayotte, built the largest cannabis wholesale business in Colorado, building efficient production of cannabis. So our facility isn't just a concept, it's actually been proven and worked before, as they were the largest wholesaler in the state. And then on our board, every country we operate in, we have natural interest in an advisory board. Gerhard Mueller was the former head of Ernst & Young's GSA tech practice. He's our chair of our audit committee. And then some of you heard Birgit Homburger, who's here today, who's on our advisory panel, who works with us in navigating the complex government structures or advising on those elements. And then Professor Markus Bachmund is chair of Sucht Medicine, which is the anti-addiction medicine society in Germany. So just to recap what we do at Wayland, ultra-efficient, low-cost, automated production. We have differentiated delivery technology. We're not dreaming about it. It's real. It's in your bags today. We've exported product to Germany. We have the largest supply agreement to Germany. We have operations in Switzerland, and we're growing rapidly and rationally, not just making acquisitions because we need something else to press release. We're building a real, sustainable business over time, and hopefully we'll see that translate into shareholder value. Questions?